So for this race, Melt does have a race ban. France has a quali ban for blocking Skurlock in qualifying in Bahrain. That's an immediate quali ban. As Laser Milk will be the first to start a flying lap through the final corner. And up to 8th gear and across the line to start his flying lap. Through the final corner, on the run up to the line, Laser Milk will be the pace setter for the time being. What will this lap be? It's going to be in the 130, it's a 130.1. We're going to get down to 29s, I think. Pretty sharpish. Zamboni, he's not going to beat it, he goes P2 though. Next we'll have Fearless Angel, he goes up to 2nd place, only 500ths off of Laser. Then we have Night Scout who goes 3rd. Then we've got Swister, and then we're going to go on board with LSA Potty, who's invalidated his lap, which means it'll be El Zulu, who's getting a little bit held up behind LSA Potty, and Physical Cash through the final corner as well. He's making his start to the league as well. No one can beat the time of Laser Milk right now though, and it still won't be beaten as Physical Cash goes 4th. A Red Bull, I think that is Swister, who's nearly a second up already in the first sector. We'll bit off the apex there. Swister, LSA4 is out. As Swister over the line, where can he put his car goes 3rd fastest. Which means the next across the line to set a competitive lap will be Elo Wired. In the silver arrows of the Mercedes car. Where can he put his Mercedes? He's probably going to be one of the favourites for pole position around here. Obviously the winner in Bahrain. Where can he put the Mercedes? He goes fastest of all for 129.7, and that, which the most France 14th. Laser goes even faster and goes 1st. Laser Milk, that is, not Laser 517. It's going to get confusing a little bit later. Physical Cash up by 7 and a bit tenths. Nearly 8 tenths. Can he get anything through this final sector? Track is heating up. With the cars going around, the track evolution is a big thing in this game. Where can Physical Cash put his car up to 5th? Gains 6.5 tenths on that lap. Can he put his Mercedes onto pole position for the moment? As Elo Wide goes across the line and goes fastest with 129.3. So Elo Wide on pole from Laser Milk, then LSRJ Potty and Boneless. Physical Cash in 5th, then Fearless Angel in 6th, Twister 7th, Ironman 8th, Night Scout and Night Laser rounds out the top 10. James in 11th, and El Zulu. We've got Zamboni and Sticks' Bad Franz, who had a quali ban. He starts 15th, had a Taco Cat, Mustrifter and LSR 4E. I have a feeling this will be an interesting start to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix here in F1 League of South Africa. As we're about to get underway for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, as we're going to rev up to 5 red lights. How long will they be held for? As the lights are out and away we go. Good stuff on the Williams in 5th. As he is Bonus, he's going to try and make strides towards the front of the grid, but Elo Wide keeps his position. LSRJ Posse up into 2nd from Boneless. There's a collision at the back, and it's a Laser Milk from towards the front of the pack, who has gone spinning and got damage on lap 1. He's down to 17th with Night Scout being caught out, and I think Franz was as well. And LSR 4 big hitters suffering on lap 1. The Elo Wide leads the way. Physical Cash is going to try and get back in the slipstream of Ironland, and this could all be tactical as Physical Cash tries to go down the inside, and he gets the move done. He's up into his place. Laser Milk. He gets a collision with Night Scout, and there's a safety car, or virtual safety car, out on track. And it's a drive-through. That could be a race-ending penalty for Elo Wired, because he will drop to the back of that drive-through, because Sticks has got the same. And there's nothing you can do about the drive-through. He's got to stick to the delta, and he's not He's going to come in to try and do something here, Elo. Gonna wait for the last possible time to go is LSA Potty. Oh, he's gone. And that is going to help Physical Cash. He's going to try and get alongside Fearless Angel, who's got the better straight line speed. Playing set 3, that's wide falling into the pits. There's a couple of fights. And that is James and Ironland fighting over 5th place. And who's going to get this one? James, who struggled a little bit in qualifying, but hopefully he doesn't get taken out by Melts today. There is no Melts in the lobby, and he's going to have to settle for 6th. Laser and Zamboni fighting out for 9th. As LSA gets past 6th with Bad, who will have to serve his drive-through very soon. Elo Wide comes in to do that, and he'll be quite far back, and there's 3 wide nearly going into the bank hairpin. Down the inside goes Laser Milk, and he's up into 11th. Spister is out. Oh, what happened to Spister? And there's a big crash, and it's both Red Bulls, and that could be another safety car, and it is. A little bit of a fight going up above. They're wide, disqualified for ignoring the drive-through penalty. And this has not been a very good race for Elo Wide. Everything's gone wrong for him. Up into 8th place, and there's a move for 4th as Dave goes right close to the wall. And through goes LSA, who's now not in the net rest lead, but it's a net 1-2 for the Aston Martins, who are 2nd and 3rd in this race. And this is going to be a great result if they can keep this one up. Bonus, he's getting the gap he needs out in front, 4 seconds. And this is one of these races where anything could happen, and anything has happened, because we could have a different race winner already, and one that we might not have expected, as Franz tries to go around the outside of Amuse Drifter into the final, on the route to the final corner. We also have Franz and Ironland going over 4th place. Franz making some brilliant progress in this race. Franz can get in the DRS of the Ferrari. Scuderia versus Scuderia, AlphaTauri versus Ferrari. Here goes Franz, he's going to try and go down the inside into turn 1, and that is a good move from the AlphaTauri driver of Franz. Oh, Franz already on the back of Night Scout, and Franz needs to be sensible here if he's going to make the move. This is for the podium places. Franz could be in the lead of the championship after today if he plays his cards right, as Franz is going to be in the wheel track of Night Scout, and he could make this into turn 1, but it goes defensive, and it should be a good move down the inside for Franz, as Night Scout, all he can do is cut the corner as he gets the 3-second penalty for his doing. But on board with Taco Cat we go, as he's going to try and set after James. Taco Cat on the better tyres, and this is what the better tyres can do for your race. He's going to go up into 14th place, and now he can try and set his sights on Laser Milk for 13th. Taco Cat has retired. Now what has happened? And that does bring out yet another safety car. The 14 drivers will get points now, and Zamboni has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. Oh, what a disaster for the Alpine driver, as he was going to be leading this race. Because he overtook the safety car, he now is disqualified from the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, and he'll be very annoyed, which means Bonus inherits the lead yet again, and then it's 4 in France for the podium. That's a shame we don't have anyone next to me to commentate at all. We definitely missed it. It's a good restart for Bonus, and it's an even better one for France. He's going to try and get the jump on LSA down the inside into turn 1 maybe, and there goes France for the 4th place in the race, and now he can probably set his sights after Boneless. What he's got now is for the race lead. Franz and Boneless are going to try and fight this out for the race win. A little bit of a moment there for Boneless on his hard tyres. He's going to have so much pressure on him right now. Franz is on the better tyre, and he will definitely go to the end on those. And it's yellow flag in sector 2. And Franz, while we're talking about that, is up into the lead as Franz spins. And he's done it again. Franz did the same thing in Bahrain while fighting for the race win. He's done it again here in Jeddah. And is that going to be a thing we see more often? than not from Fran, because he's done it again. And there's Fearless Angel going very aggressive into turn 1, almost collecting Franz and Ironland in the process, and that was almost a calamity for Franz in the matter of corners. Franz and Fearless, this is going to be a fight for 5th place, as Fearless is going to try and get all over the back of Franz for 5th place, and don't send it into the chicane. It wouldn't be the smartest thing to do. As Fearless stays in 6th, as Spory gets out of Boneless, but maybe Boneless is just going to bide his time and try and get him down turn 1, which could be a viable option, as Boneless is going to get right in the wheel tracks of LSA. He's just got a faster setup in a straight line, it seems. And what can happen here? Boneless is going to try and think about it, and Boneless has lost the race lead, and Fearless has got ahead of Franz, but Franz is at the box. This could have gone so much differently, depending on the luck here of other drivers, but there's been 2 who have stood out today. There's been LSA and Boneless. Boneless did all he could today to try and take the race win, but it's going to be LSA for Aston Martin, who wins his first race of the season. Boneless did all he could to try and put up a fight for the race win. He's definitely a contender for driver of the day. There's a 14-second gap down on Ironland. He's going to take his first podium of the season, ahead of Night Scout. It's been a brilliant race here under the lights in Jeddah, and hopefully this continues. LSA will be delighted with that win. He might take over the lead of the championship as well today. He'll be ahead of Grant, he'll be ahead of Elo Wise. This could be a season that's full of ups and downs for the championship leaders, and that will help drivers like Boneless, who have stayed consistent, and Ironman, who's also been consistent.